Hey, we're about to start the show, and you know the drill. If you've been here before and you have something important to share, please add a capital letter Q to your comment. And if you are watching live for the first time, please let us know by writing the word new, and we'll give you a nice little welcome. Enjoy the broadcast. Good morning, everyone. Here we are once again, Coffee and Headlines in the morning, live on Facebook. We are about to start another broadcast, which makes me very, very happy. And we have news to share. As always, we have a couple of announcements. I am very, very pleased with the way yesterday's music appreciation presentation went. And I will be so very happy to let you know about it in a little while. But as long as I can see it, I have a quick question that I can answer from Charles. Do you like music that integrates Gregorian chants into their music, such as Sadness and Mea Culpa by Enigma? I actually like some music that combines different parts. Like, I think there are producers and composers that combine genres in a very artistic way, and then there are others that do it in a very commercial way. A very clear example of commercial is when Walter Murphy came up with his disco version of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, which was a lot of fun to listen to. But would I play it in the house all the time? Probably not right now. So I guess for me, it's just a case-by-case scenario. How about you guys? Do you like some of the music that has combined classical and popular elements? I've been thinking about doing a music appreciation about this at some point in time, but we can talk about that later on. I would like to get started with a couple of news items that may be interesting to some of you. We start with boom, 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 boom. New flights from Canada to Guadalajara. Canadians can rejoice because starting today, Flair Airlines, which is a Canadian company, will launch a new direct flight from Toronto to Guadalajara. The flight will operate twice a week on Mondays and Fridays. Of course, this news item is from yesterday, so starting yesterday. Boom, boom. Where's my boom, boom when I need it? Anyhow, the flight will operate twice a week on Mondays and Fridays. And this is the second direct flight announced by the company. They actually announced another route previously that goes from Vancouver to Guadalajara. And this one will begin operating on May 31st. Also twice a week, also on Mondays and Fridays. So maybe it's time to plan your next vacation wherever you are. And speaking of vacation, and in case you're wondering when the next holiday or official day off takes place here in Mexico, we are looking at May 1st. May 1st is the date in which Mexico and some countries around the world celebrate Labor Day, and this will be on a Wednesday. So if you were hoping to take a long weekend off, it will probably not happen unless you get creative. You see, Mexico celebrates Dia del Niño, or Children's Day, on April 30th, which is the day before. This will be a Tuesday. So I imagine some Mexican parents may try to get creative with their holiday and scheduling plans. And why not? I mean, if I was a child, I would want my parents to not send me to school on a Tuesday, and then if Wednesday's a day off, well, you might as well take Monday off and make it a super long holiday weekend, but that doesn't apply to everyone, of course. And after May 1st, Mexico does not have any official holidays until September, when we celebrate the Mexican independence. And the latest person to go viral about the gringos versus Mexican culture dilemma goes by the name of Divine Sophia. on TikTok, where she defended Mexican culture and criticizes American entitlement. And you know what? Her comments are spot on. If you are intrigued about this, I suggest you have a look at the linked article once the show notes are published in a little while. But looking at her, I've always thought that TikTok was a platform for younger people, but that may not be the case anymore. Personally, I've developed the habit of putting all my effort into YouTube and Facebook. I was going to say Flakebook. Well, sometimes. But I wonder how many of you out there are using Instagram and how many of you are using TikTok. That is a question for you to answer in your comments if you care to. I personally have never wanted to branch out to either platform as far as Coffee and Headlines is concerned, but maybe it might be worth my while. Of course, this implies more work, and we may or may not be willing and able to do more work, or that may not be the most effective way to serve the community. You let me know. In the meantime, let us take a look at the weather. The humane AI pin may suck now, but just wait until you can make dozens of dollars selling it as a collector's item on eBay. I don't even know what that is, but I think I may have read something on the news about some kind of device that you can pin to yourself, but I have no idea what I'm talking about. So I might as well talk about the weather. 26 degrees right now. Humidity is high at 68%. And our weather forecast says that today will be a humid day with mostly cloudy skies, a high of 28 and a low of 20. Then tomorrow, Sunday, will be a humid day with mostly cloudy skies again, a high of 28 and a low of 20. And we'll begin the work week with mostly cloudy skies throughout the day, a high of 27 and a low of 19. So it would seem that cloudy days are starting to come back, which herald the return of the rainy days. Let's see how we deal with that. And I have this also to share with you. And if you need an excuse, today the world celebrates International Kissing Day. So who are you going to kiss today? The practice apparently originated in the United Kingdom and was adopted worldwide in the early 2000s. The concept behind the International Kissing Day is that many people may have forgotten the simple pleasures associated with kissing for kissing's sake, as opposed to kissing as mere social formality or as a prelude to other activities. Are you a kisser? Do you want to kiss? Just let me know. I'm going to be around later on today. Just kidding. Anyhow, as I was saying earlier, yesterday's music appreciation presentation was absolutely awesome. It went on without a hitch, and a half a dozen people really appreciated the content. I got some great reports, great comments from everyone. And as we mentioned before, if you wish to watch this presentation, you can still purchase access to it. It will be available for a week, and a week from today, we will take it down. So even if you didn't catch it live, maybe you were busy, you are still able to catch it and watch it at your leisure between today and the following Saturday. I also wish to remind you that there's going to be a benefit at Whiskey Kitchen today for team member Kevin Contreras, who got involved in a very serious motorcycle accident. As I understand, I was out of town, so I don't know all the details. I know that his health is increasing, but medical care is expensive. So this event will take place today at Whiskey Kitchen starting at 6:30 in the evening. There will be a free macaroni and cheese bar and whiskey sours. There will be music by Los Wendigos. So hopefully you will be able to attend. I will be there to support the team, and maybe we can run into each other there and kiss. But more importantly, maybe we can be there to lend a helping hand. I know Kevin, he is a young man, an extraordinary man, and he deserves all the help we can provide. And last but not least, if you are a supporter of Coffee and Headlines, you should have received an announcement of the show and tell that we are going to have this afternoon at 4 p.m. Discover CUYUTLÁN. This is this wonderful town that we went to visit in the past few days. And we will talk about everything from how we got there, what we saw along the way, what the town is like, why it prospered and then went dormant for almost a century, and how right now it is going through an amazing renaissance. Thanks to entrepreneurs such as my dear friends David and Scott. David and Scott are a lovely couple that bought a hotel over there, Hotel La Villa, and turned it into a boutique hotel experience. And just to give you a taste of their lodging, what I'll do is I will share their Instagram page in the show notes so you can see what a beautiful kingdom they have created for themselves and for those of us that are looking for new places to go and explore. So Scott will join me this afternoon, and we will have a chance to talk to him specifically about how they went about finding the place, what possibilities are there for vacationers and also for investors, people looking to buy property. Some of the prices that I saw over there were pretty affordable when compared to property in Puerto Vallarta. And of course, Libertango, our tango presentation is going to be this coming Thursday, but you've heard about that before. I keep hitting the wrong button. I did that twice in 2 days. Once every day. What am I saying? I have no idea what I'm saying. More coffee for me. It's chit chat section time. Let's see what we have. Lots of good mornings, which I appreciate. I answered Charles' question. Let's see. Oh, Gary, you totally make my day. Congrats on the live show yesterday afternoon. Totally awesome. I hope it was as awesome as your surgery recovery. I hope you're doing well. We are all sending positive vibes at you. Maybe we should send somebody sexy that you may want to kiss so that you can do your exercise. But I am just reaching. Let's see what else we have. Luisa says, today is San Juan de Dios Day. I love it. I didn't know that, but that is a nice little nugget to add to my collection of knowledge. Carmen loves the classical and popular music combo. Again, there are a couple of people that do it beautifully. There are a couple of people that I personally don't enjoy so much, but hey, to each their own. Karen says, yesterday's presentation was awesome. It was educational and enjoyable. Hopefully you will do online presentations in the future. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to participate and feel like I was with you in person at the Joint Hotel. The answer to that is yes, Karen. Moving forward, I will plan on doing online versions of all the in-person presentations that I do now that we know that it is possible to do that. Then Kathy says, I'm Canadian and Flair Airlines doesn't have the greatest reputation. Well, you know what, Kathy? If it doesn't work for you, then take another airline. It's that simple. You know, some Mexican airlines have better reputations than others. And I think that the good news is that there are choices for everyone's comfort level out there. If it doesn't have a great reputation, then choose to fly the friendly skies with another airline. And it's that simple. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Michael is going fabulous with his restaurants. They're taking off Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on Labor Day week. Good for you. Well deserved. And I'll make sure that I get some Thai or some fancy food before you guys take off for 3 days. Michal comments, TikTok has a variety of ages and small business promotion. There you go. See, when I've looked into TikTok, I don't even have an account, but every now and then I see people reproducing TikToks on YouTube, and it's like another rabbit hole. I don't know that I would have time for all of that. Charles says Instagram, yes, no TikTok, or I suppose that's what IG no TT means. Chris says no TikTok for me. And Pat's on my side. I do not use Instagram. I do not use TikTok. But you know what? For example, the hotel that I went to in CUYUTLÁN, La Villa, they only use Instagram. And I found that absolutely fascinating. Hence the reason why I'm going to share with you their Instagram page. But they do have some lovely photographs so that you can get a sense as to what the hotel is like. Purum pam 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 pam. Instagram, but only for creative ideas, says Luisa. If you don't control it, you can get sucked into dumb videos and ideas. Well, when I used to do a lot of male nude photography, and I did, and I handled the bathing suit photography for my friend Paul's brand, the Mercurio Swim, I used to use Instagram to post all my boy photos. But since I'm not doing that anymore, I don't know if I would want to use that same account for Coffee and Headlines, or if I would want to create a separate account altogether. But it's interesting to see how we're all over the place in the best possible way. Doreen says no Instagram and definitely not TikTok for this old girl. Well, I kind of hear you. Vicky says no TikTok for me, little Instagram. Christy sides with Pat. And Dan says Kathy uses Instagram and TikTok, but it is pretty much only for recipes. So what I am hearing is that Coffee and Headlines may not need to go there right now. So I'm going to hold on to that knowledge until it's necessary to make some changes. Last night for leading ladies, says John Shepard. If you don't have any plans for later on this evening, tonight is the last chance to catch this very, very funny comedy play at the American School. Hopefully, some of you that haven't seen it will be able to check it out. Brian says, we were out for dinner last night and missed your show. Can we still buy tickets and watch? The answer is yes. I will post the link on the show notes today. And again, it'll be available for a whole week for you to enjoy. Pinche bata loca. What do you mean you made up the San Juan de Dios Day? You mean you're going to go shopping, or today is the day we celebrate San Juan de Dios? Now I'm confused. And Gina says, I use both and we can chat about TikTok and Insta. Thank you very much for that. And I think this brings us to the end of today's broadcast. Yes, I'm getting my buttons back. As always, you make it happen, and I appreciate your contributions, your memberships, your realization that this is how I make a living. So this is why I endeavor every single day to produce content that is useful, helpful, inspiring to you, or that at least makes you laugh a little. And this is what we had for today. I hope you had a good broadcast. I had a good broadcast. Now it's time to continue working on a couple of things, particularly getting ready for this afternoon at 4. I'm really excited to talk about the places that we went. So this is it. I will see you this afternoon, and if not, I will see you on Monday morning. Have a great weekend.